Alright, so what's going on, guys? Today we're going to talk about the Firebird again. So, this car is cursed. I've had it for 11 years, and pretty much every time we do something on it, we end up having to do it twice. And not necessarily to any fault of our own. So, when I was daily driving it in high school, transmission died. Rather than rebuilding it ourselves, we ordered one from a transmission shop. It came in, it didn't make it off the lift. 3 years later, it starts slipping. So we did the transmission 3 times. The dash I replaced when I first got it, it cracked. The replacement dash I put in was used, and it cracked. And then the third dash I put in, it also cracked. Just shit like that. I got it painted. It was wonderful. It looked really good. The rust started bubbling out that was supposed to be fixed. And we then got ghosted by the guy. Stuff like that, but it just seems to keep getting worse. You know, we built the engine. We had a very catastrophic mechanical failure. Again, not really any fault of our own, just one of the valve springs broke, dropped the valve, tore all kinds of shit up. It was a very, very bad time. So it just keeps on getting worse. And what happened is basically I had the spicy cough for 2 weeks and couldn't touch this thing. And I came out, take the trash out, and the paint is literally just cracking and bubbling off the hood. So this was a respray, obviously. This isn't the factory color. You can see it cracking more here. Or I'm guessing over time this hood is just going to fall apart, which sucks because this hood was supposedly stripped down to bare metal and repainted. Clearly, that was probably not the case. I'm going to grab my mil thickness checker. We're going to check the fender. We're going to check the hood. And we're going to check the roof. And I mean, it's not perfect. This is the first time it's sat out in the elements since 2015. So it's definitely been a while, but there is always this rock chip here that you can see starting to rust more. And I really need to get serious about getting it done. But the powder coating business got busy. 2 weeks with the spicy cough slowed me down. I'm finally caught up. So hopefully we get this thing to the shop and pull the engine out. So I do have a new cam for it. We got the Comp 280 XFI, which is the cam I always wanted after I realized that the LT4 hot cam was really not great. And I'm about to go look at a set of AFR heads that are used, with the logic being that if I do actually need to deck this intake to get it to match up with the heads and make it not burn oil, I don't want to marry that intake to those heads. They're not very good heads. The intake is worth a lot more than the heads, so why would I make them inseparable? So I'd rather spend the money on a really good head, preferably Vortec pattern, so I don't buy another intake, and do that than put more money into this intake, put more money into this heads, and still just underperform. It doesn't make any sense. But yeah, I'm gonna grab that thickness checker real quick. So I primarily do this for powder coating. I don't really check the paint thickness ever. I did calibrate it for steel, but you push it on, it beeps. So we have 263 micrometers, which would be 2.6 mils. So let's check this fender. That's 424 mils. So that could just be this has been painted several times and this hasn't, or they did strip it. Let's check the roof. 288 mils, so that's about the same as the hood, so it's possible that this was painted again. Door 250, so 2.5 mil. Then we'll check the trunk lid because it was peeling too at one point. So let's see, 271. We had a blizzard too that really slowed everything down. It kind of sucks. Really just has not been a great start to 2022 as far as getting my car shit done. Check the side of the hood. 8.2. God damn, that's thin. That's super thin. So maybe they took some spots down the metal. That I would suspect is what happened there. Let's look here. 9.1. I need to order a headlight kit for this. 1.79. Yeah, I kind of wonder if they did take the hood down all the way in some spots. But yeah, it blows. Doing everything over and over again, it really puts a drag on your enjoyment of the car. It gets to be expensive and tedious and just miserable. Like, these headlight motors have been done, and that one's broken again. This has like 5 alternators. We did the diff, did the pinion seal, the axle seals, the crush washer, did everything, and the pinion seal started leaking again after sitting for 5 years. I don't know what the fuck happened there. It's miserable, but yeah. So I should have a couple new videos coming out in the next couple days. I have a Weld rock crusher restoration video, which is from off-road wheels. It's a little different than what I normally do. I bought some Style 42 BMW wheels that we're going to restore start to finish. I mean, I've filmed a lot more for that than I normally do, and I may be getting a set of magnesium C5 wheels for this car. I don't hate the stock C5 wheels, and I got a steel on them, and I think the gold powder coat looks okay. It doesn't look as good as this gold does, but they're not comparable. Candy gold, solid tone, metallic gold, and that's sort of close to the factory gold, so that's kind of why I did that. Plus it was left over from another job, so it was free. But I like the magnesium wheels because they're so light. Like, if you ever have a C5 mag, they're super light, they're super brittle. But I found a really clean set on Yahoo Auctions Japan, of all places. So the price there is much lower than it is here. Obviously you have to ship them across the ocean, but shipping on a wheel that light in theory shouldn't be bad. But yeah, thanks for watching. We'll see what happens. I'm hoping to get the car into the shop in the next couple weeks and yank the motor out. We don't have a good plan for where we can keep it because we can't keep it at the shop. So if it doesn't drive, it does become a little more problematic, but we'll go from there. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe.